Hi guys, I'm James and I teach people how to learn different languages. My native language is English and I can speak Italian and Spanish. So this video I'm making basically represents or is a bit of a snippet into what I do personally to keep on track and sort of continue with my Spanish and Italian learning. As I will mention in a lot of different videos, part of the sort of hustle behind language learning, is making sure you integrate it into your lifestyle. So it's like going to the gym, basically. It's like going to the gym. If you go consistently enough over time, despite your motivation not necessarily being high all the time, if your discipline is there and it's part of your lifestyle, you make it easy to do and to be a part of you, then you'll see results over the long term. You just let compounding take its place. So I'm in my car now. I've just finished at the gym in the morning, and I don't want to sort of study Italian now. I'm not really in the right mindset for it. I've not got the motivation there, but this is where the discipline has to come in, basically. So I asked myself, right, do I want to improve Italian? The answer is yes. I'm not in the mood for it, but what I can do is passively listen to Italian. So I'm going to recommend a podcast, which I'm about to listen to. I can't now because I'm using my phone to record this video. However, it's called 100% Italian and Italian Made Easy. That's who it's by. So I think the guy is called like Manu something. And he's a really good host. I'm not being paid at all by this or anything. It's just, that's what I do personally. And there's different topics, each lasting, say, 20 minutes to 30 minutes of things that you might find interesting. Mine that I like is fitness. There's things about what Italians eat for breakfast, what they do, and it teaches you a bit about the culture too. Now, initially, if you're sort of a lower level and you can't really string a sentence together in Italian or understand properly, if it's on Spotify, which I'll attach a link below into this, if you have the podcast on Spotify, you can put it to like 0.8, 0.7 times speed. He talks slowly anyway, so it's not rapid. And the point of this is not to be familiar with how quickly natives speak. It's just the idea of you can understand and you can get into a habit of it, basically. So that's the idea. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And essentially, passive learning means that your brain gets used to the sound of words in Italian. And then how you can relate to this is, have you ever tried learning a language, or you're saying something and you're like, what's that? What's the word for, say, legal or something? I know it's quite niche, but what is the word for legal? In Italian, it's legale, right? So it's very similar because English and Italian are Latin-based languages. My point is, if you've heard that word on an Italian podcast before, your mind recognizes it and it gives it to you as a shortcut. So it's easy for you to recall and remember things, even if you don't actively think about it. So don't worry about understanding every single word as soon as you start it. Just have it on in the background, because that's what happens if you live in a different country. People say the best way to learn a different language is live in the country. And you're taking a bit of that and integrating it into your lifestyle. The reason is because you're surrounded by it. So your brain gets used to it. And rather than having to translate from Italian to English in your head and miss the next bit, you can just feel the word. Like if I say the word ciao to you, if you've been studying a bit of Italian, you'll probably know that that means hello or goodbye, depending on how you want to use it. But if I say it, you don't have to translate it into English because you're so familiar with it, you hear it loads, and that can happen for a lot of different words. So that's my point, basically. And I have a 20-minute drive back now to where I live from the gym. So I'm integrating this language learning into my lifestyle. I don't want to actively study Italian right now, but I will be exposed to it and my ears will be hearing it. My mind will get used to listening to it. So that's the point. But it's really interesting. Have it on slow speed if you want to. If you understand 10-20% of it initially, that's fine. The words that you do pick up and the bits that you do know, that will reinforce what you know already. So it will further cement your knowledge. And then your mind will pick up new words that you'll hear everywhere. And just trust the process that over time you'll understand it better. So that's it for me. Let me know what you think in the comments.